And that is why James is my favorite character. Hey there guys, what is going on? It's Miss C.O.Z here, and before you continue watching this video, please click that subscribe button below and leave a like. Today we are playing Black Flag. It's going to be another epic moment in the game, and this moment is Edward Kenway was always a pirate and he was roaming around and such. But James Kidd, when you met James Kidd, this crew member, they started to teach. He started, well, I've said it now, haven't I? But there are going to be spoiler alerts in this video. But when he first meets James Kidd in the game, he thinks that James Kidd is a boy. Now, James Kidd is an assassin, but we don't know that until later on. And so, as you can see over here, she's teaching us. I'm trying to say he because I'm trying to hide it, but I can't, so I'll just do it anyway. The big twist in the game is later revealed that James Kidd was actually dressed up as a boy all along, so that they could become a pirate and such. And it's just epic. They are. She is one of my favorite characters, I'm telling you right now. So what we were doing was investigating the Mayan stela in this moment. And what I quite remember fondly of it is that Edward Kenway was saying, I have no idea what you're talking about. And James is teaching him the second sight, or the strange sight that the assassins have, to be able to see things, to be able to decipher and work out puzzles. So she's telling me right now that I can see something over here near this Mayan stela. But I couldn't really see what. So I can see the glow. So I was just kind of looking around and thinking, where is the catch here? What am I trying to look for? So this is what I really love about this game. The fact that you've still got that sense of adventure, that suspense and action. There's treasure everywhere. You can later go into the game, on the open world mode and such, when you're not doing the missions, and just look for these Mayan stones and treasures, and it's pretty awesome. And you unlock these kind of puzzles which later come up in the game, but this was one of my first occurrences with it when I was playing it. So all you have to do is pretty much match the symbols below with the alignment of the rocks. It wasn't that tricky, but there were some fun mashups here and there. And I would say that Assassin's Creed puzzles, well, throughout Black Flag, it was they were fairly easy. I mean, obviously, as we know, Assassin's Creed is actually based on ancestors' memory. So when we were actually outside of the simulating machine in this game that we used to have a look at Edward Kenway's past, then we actually had to deal with and hack into computers and such when we were looking for files. There's two timelines going on. So there's the past and then the future as well. And the assassins are currently at war in, modern day. So we're talking about the 2000s, at the same time as they're making developments with their ancestors. In this game, all the story of Black Flag, as we know, is pretty much centered around him finding the observatory and finding one of the relics or something like that. I still have so much catching up to do on the story, but the Assassin's Creed lore is crazy. And the real cool thing is James Kidd holds a fantastic role. She is a great friend, or Mary Read, should we say, who is actually a real pirate, along with Anne Bonny. Everyone's heard of Anne Bonny, right? Less so with Mary Read. Mary Read was fantastic. I think 17th or 16th century. I can't remember exactly my history. It's pretty rough, but I had to look up on her. She pretty much, she sailed many schooners. What are the SCH involved in it? It always makes me think of schooner instead of schooner. But yeah. Pretty much, she sailed and she built her rapport, and then she went and actually ended up against Anne Bonny's crew. And what the cool thing is that Anne Bonny actually thought she was male, so took her to her best, like a bedroom or something, and then realized she was female, and the two became friends. So it's quite interesting actually. But if you find all of them lead to something, how many? Oh, okay. What else have you got to show me? We're learning the way. She's more useful than she appears. She's more than just the crazy James Kidd in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, there's a real story for you that so history says anyway. Anne Bonny did meet Mary Read, and that's what I really like. She is one of the historical characters that appear in the game, and Assassin's Creed fills that gap by making you be able to play with them, learn more of their story, and share more of a friendly relationship with them as well. So James Kidd was just showing us all these cool places. We solved the puzzle, and we're learning a little bit more about Assassin's lore. Edward Kenway still has no direction. He doesn't really want to fight the Templars. They get in his way and such. but he's pretty much just looking for the next take, the next treasure here and there. He's still trying to find his purpose, and that's what I really like about it. You're not put into the shoes of a character who doesn't, who already understands his role and such, and he's pretty much just starting out knowing what he's doing. He's got his own ambitions and his own life. He later comes to the cause when he develops his relationships with the characters and such. And one of those friends happens to be James Kidd. They share a brilliant relationship with each other, both as friend and colleagues when working together as pirates on their swashbuckling adventures. So what exactly is over here? We're seeing all these chests and such. It's gorgeous. I mean, being able to explore all these pirate coves there. Maybe the Templars have been down here. Maybe other enemies have been down here. Who knows? But yeah, how have you guys and people, how just amazing. Like, your content is just fantastic, really. I think I was really excited when filming this video, so my talking was a little bit incoherent, but it's also due to the fact that I had too much coffee with this shit as well. So yeah, I'm gonna follow James Kidd now as well. You can slow it down to slow mode if I am speaking too fast. But from what he knew of the cast, I wouldn't be surprised to find eclectic instruments of torture. So that's one of the enemies that we deal with as well. But yeah, I decided to just dish out a lot of random Assassin's Creed Black Flag moments that I have fond memories of, and also went through the recordings and pretty much just commentate over the gameplay. That way, there is a spoiler alert, but we don't have to go through the whole story. We can just go through the moments that hit me. But that is pretty cool. Check that out. I want that. I wonder if we look around for like all the Mayan statues, if we can unlock that.